I think it's important to take a balanced view of this move up. It's certainly looking good. We understood that the miners were starting to buy rather than to sell, and obviously that's done a bit of a short squeeze on this, and we've seen this push up rather sharply here, which is certainly nice to see, especially if you're holding a bit of Bitcoin like myself. Then this we can look at it at a bullet. We will look at it as a bullish move, and we'll also look at it as a bearish move as well. So the bullish move would be quite simple. Would be calling a low in here as wave 5. In this case, we can also put wave 4 over here. In both cases, it's a bit messy and it's a bit of a long shot in both ones. So I'm not going to argue about that particular point of view. I mean, it is a low, so that's one thing. If we were going to be turning bullish, then we would need to look at these this 5 waves to the upside, which we will look at in a bit more detail shortly here. So however, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2, and we'll pull this apart in a moment, for 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. So if we were going to turn bullish, then we would first of all need this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here to complete. So we'll need to see this play out here in 5 waves. So we need that 5 waves, and after 5 waves, then you know that we look for an ABC correction. Now, the top of wave 1 here could end up being higher. It may touch on 24, 25, and have an old high, over here this way. Wave 1, we don't know that just yet. We don't know the sentiment of things, but everything's got a beginning, a middle, and an end, and obviously this is the middle here, so we just need to work through the ending pattern here. Now, for us to turn bullish in all of this, we would need to see, well, there's a couple of ways we can look at it, but we would need to see a move above this B wave high at that point. So that's where we can turn bullish at that particular point in time, but still a way to go at this stage for that to occur. So we could also look to turn bullish, further in here as well, depending on how things look, how this ABC looks over here as well, and what sort of impulse wave starts at this point. So anyway, to turn bullish, we would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an ABC, and then taking the B wave out. But we'll be able to refine that. But essentially, this 5 waves up here doesn't really get us out of the bear market, unfortunately. So we'll need to look at that. So we go to 50K for a bearish move. So let's just take a look at that. So I've just done this as simple as possible. And what we would look for here would be the 5 waves to the upside. So we're in wave 3 at the moment, and that's not complete. And we will have a look at that in a moment. And then we'll have wave 4 and then wave 5. Now, how far wave 5 goes up here? Normally it would be, if wave 3's got the extension in it, then wave 1 and wave 5 will be sort of roughly the same. Also, 2 would need to sort of navigate across that 23,000 area there. So I'll just leave that at that point. But this is where we can have an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave here, and then come further down for one more leg to the downside. That's possible. Ethereum, by the way, hasn't taken out this low here, has it? I mean, so Ethereum makes quite a nice A, B, C pattern up here for that. So yeah, my thoughts are, well, fantastic to see it being bullish, but for me, I need to see something past this 5. I need to get something over here to take me past this 5 waves here. And if that's the case, then we'll end up in the next 5 waves coming up here, we'll end up closer to 30,000. So it will depend also as well, if this move here is an A wave and a B wave and a C wave, or 1 and 2 and 3 here as a third wave here. If it's a third wave here, then it will extend up, because the third wave needs to be longer than wave 1. It will extend up above the 30,000. So the 50,000 is the 50-60% retracement level of that winter bear market that we had. So don't feel like you've missed anything so far, because even if it is bullish, then having this as wave 1 here and pulling back for wave 2 will give us an opportunity in here. So this is really where I feel that the game is going to be played out here in my grey cells anyway, in that grey space. So yeah, we need to confirm this little area over here for that. So what we just do in the meantime is just chill, and we're going to look at this as 1 and 2 and spend time 3, 4 and 5 and just shoot the breeze over, counting this impulse wave structure at this point. So that's all good. And yeah, and thanks to John, who sent in a chart on Bitcoin. He's got this as a W here, and an X over here and a Y over here, which is basically a good count, which would be a feasible count at that point as well. So I agree with that. So this move up here is a bit like a lot of other markets. So we're not going to really turn bullish until we can also confirm the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 as being bullish as well. Now we are seeing some bullish aspects across global markets, and two of the major points of that, as you know, we're seeing a weaker US dollar, and China is basically needs to do business. They're probably a bit short on some spondoolies and need to open their doors again. So that's sort of opening up, and we can see that with the European markets. And we can see that with the Australian markets in terms of the iron ore and copper and those green metals ready to make another move to the upside. And those markets look bullish. So will we be bullish on Bitcoin? I think there's a fair chance that we could be, based on, because markets just push and pull off each other. They follow each other to a point. And there's sometimes markets are in sync, and sometimes they're pushing and pulling off each other, and you just got to kind of see what's cooking, and it's certainly the iron ore market that's sort of cooking at the moment, followed by copper. Nickel should turn around and follow, and that should bring up all the lithium stocks and all the other green sort of things. And we know the industrials are going well, and we're starting to see crude oil make a move now. So there is quite a bit of heat coming into the bullish side of things. So there's a pretty good chance that Bitcoin will be taken along on that as well. But at the end of the day, we have to work on the facts as we know them. And all I know, being a simple chap, is that once we've got 5 waves here, anything above that, and we're good to go. So that means that we need to be in this little area here, sort of building in through here and building up through here for all of this. So yeah, that's that. But let's just go in and have a look at this trend here for a moment anyway. And this is the way that we will this is the way that we were counting it last time we spoke. We had on the bullish side, we had 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and little 5 waves here for 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, and then up for 5 here. So I think this is 3 and 4. I could easily extend it up further, and then this would be sort of wave 5 up here for wave 4, then wave 5 of 3, and then wave 4. And then we'll go up for wave 5 here, and that would be the bullish count at that point. So, this wave 2 may not pull back that much either. We'll just see how it plays out at this point. This wave 5 here, from 4 to 5 will probably look a bit like this here. And this just needs to slow down at the moment. You know, this gap here is because this is a CFD product and they're not open on the weekend. So yeah, the other Bitcoin market would have traded up through there, of course. So just to make a note on that. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.